light of March Madness, we're gonna be doing 2024 mock draft. Now, I would have done a mock March Madness bracket. Maybe I still would, saying who I think will win or not. But I still need to do some research. I don't really watch college basketball as much as NBA basketball. So yeah, but we'll do a mock draft really quick. Know at least like the top players and some other the um prospects. So with the first overall pick, I would for the Washington Wizards choose Alex Sarr from the Perth Wildcats of the ABL, I believe, the Australian League, NBL. But I'm picking Sarr because he's a really good forward out of France, a center actually, and definitely the Wizards could use a center right now. They just traded Daniel Gafford, and Sarr is a really good player who could be like a type of player like Victor Wembanyama. So let's look at the big board for our second draft pick. So our first pick was Alexander Sarr. With my second pick, let's go back to the home. The Detroit Pistons. Now they're already set on guards. They have so many good guards. So I would need to choose a forward or a center. They kind of do need a forward right now. I mean, their center is pretty good. Asar Thompson might be there for, but with my second pick, I'm picking another guy from France, Zachary Researcher. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. I'm not pronouncing it correct, but he is balling from France, 6'9", a great defender. His scoring is decent too. So that's the second pick for the Pistons. Now with my third pick in the NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs could use a point guard right now. So I'm choosing Nikola Topic, point guard, 6'6", a pretty tall point guard. And Spurs need a point guard right now. Another great player to pair with Victor Wembanyama. He's been balling as well overseas. So that's a pretty good player for Victor Wembanyama to have. All right, let's go to our fourth pick. Right now, our fourth pick is the Charlotte Hornets. They already have a pretty good guard position. They could use some depth, I guess. Forward position, Brandon Miller. Guard position, LaMelo Ball. And center, Mark Williams. So they could use another guard or a forward. So with my fourth pick, I believe they could select. Now I feel like some of these players are jumping higher now. Reed Shepard is definitely jumping higher, as well as Rod Dillingham. But a great player like for the Hornets is Cody Williams from Colorado. Now he has great potential to be a good player, brother of Jalen Williams. So, he got blood already in the NBA. Could be a great fit next to them. Now, might be a reach actually because Cody is not mocked as a top 5 pick, but this draft is all around. Fifth pick, Portland Trailblazers. They could use a lot of players. But with my fifth pick, I'm going to select a big riser, Reed Shepard, baller for great defender, averaging 2.5 steals per game, as well as a good shooter. Reed Shepard, of course, out of Kentucky. They could use a shooting guard combo with Scoot Henderson. That would be nice. Now, Simons is already there, but they could also use a center. There's not that many big men out here. I mean, there is Kyle Filipkowski and stuff, but that's kind of a reach at 5. So I'll choose Reed Shepard for them. Now we go to number 6, Toronto. I'll probably choose a guy to pair up with Scotty Barnes. They could use a guard, I guess. I mean, they have a few guards, but not really that many. So I'm gonna actually choose Ron Holland. Now he could be classified as a forward or a guard, but his upside is pretty good. Really good bouncy player. Could be like a Scoot Henderson type that is, has some pretty good shooting as well. So that's a good pick. Now, to be honest, my picks, you don't need to like follow them. Some might be reaches, but I'm trying to do fit a little bit more than, yeah. Memphis, they do want to draft a player that can win now, definitely. They might be the first to draft an older player. So I would probably, for Memphis, draft Kyle Filipkowski. Kind of high for him, but he's a great center. They really need a center right now. And he's a sophomore that has some, experience already. And he's a great player, So that could be a pick for Memphis. At 8, we have the Houston Rockets. I'm going to choose Matas Buzelis out of the G League. He's a solid pick for them. They could use some forward play right now. I mean, they have a lot of really good like guards. Jalen Green hopefully can prosper. Şengün at center, so they don't really need Matas. 6'11", small forward, great shooter, good defender. Was mocked as the number 1 pick early in the year. I mean, in the season, but has fell a little. But I feel like he still has good potential. Next, we have number 9, Utah Jazz. And Utah definitely could use a guard. I'm drafting Rob Dillingham, not Rod, from Kentucky. A baller, great scorer. Help their team. I mean, they have Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, Keontae George and stuff, but they could use a true point guard, Rod Dillingham. Number 10, Atlanta Hawks. For Atlanta, they already have their point. Trae Young. Centers are pretty good. They could use some forwards, small forwards, pair up with Jalen Johnson. So, with this pick, I feel like they could draft a guy like Tijani Saluan from Cloette Basket. He has some potential to be good, from France. And the Hawks, I don't know if they want to retool with Trae Young or they want to try to get a player that win now. But yeah, next we got OKC. OKC already has a lot of players that are really good. Already has so many guards and forwards. They might trade this pick, but if they don't, I would draft probably a center just because they don't have that many. So I would draft Donovan Clingan from UConn, who is a great team, great shot blocker, and great team that could win the March Madness tournament. Now, for the last few picks, we have the Bulls, Pelicans, and Blazers. For the Bulls, they definitely could use like anyone, possibly a guard or forward, but I'll pick Jacoby Walter from Baylor. Great scorer, could fill Zach LaVine's shoes maybe in the future as Zach might leave soon. Then for the 13th pick, the New Orleans Pelicans could definitely also use a center or forward, but I'll probably pick from Baylor, Yves Missi. center, Jonas Valanciunas might be gone soon, so that's a good pick. And then for the last pick, the Blazers, I'll pick Dalton from Tennessee. He has been a riser lately. He's been really good, senior, and although he doesn't have that much potential and could have been higher, I feel like the Blazers could also be a team that gets him. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. We're out.